Okay, back in the game. Just to mention, a funny thing happened. I forgot to save when I reached this mission, and I had to replay part of the previous mission. And I did notice one thing. While I was complaining about the AI's sort of insistence on constantly building Medusa sites and them being fairly useless, this time when I was a bit more courageous with my ghost fighters. So instead of it switched to building the drone fighters, the AI that were supposed to be his top units. So it does alter his building patterns according to what you do, but something in my playstyle causes it to focus on Medusas. I'm not sure what it is. I guess it's exactly that we're basically, I guess it might be that I'm so focused on blinding people, because I hate fighting blind. Fighting like this is absolute crap, because there could be a line of heavy artillery there or buggies or whatever and you wouldn't know it, so you don't know how much to how heavily do you invest into that battle and how much do you want to keep in reserve to handle the counterattack. So you have to sort of play a game blindly, and I don't like that. It's an insane way to play a strategy game. You're basically tossing a coin and hoping it goes your way. 34 turns, so not a strict time limit, but there is one. Especially on a map of this size that we're never gonna play, probably not even 22 rounds. Okay, let's look what's the mission. Strong enemy units are currently attempting to halt our advance on the Gilvet Plateau. We are expecting a great tank battle. Care must be taken with regards to a small army sent by our Kai allies, since it could well attack our own units to the rear. Do whatever you can to reach the enemy headquarters. Okay, I see we have two options. We have basically fight the raid and push through the headquarters straight away, or draw a line, defensive line here and go around here. Basically go around this. I'm not sure how viable that is. There's not a lot of room here. It's sort of seems to go on a highland, so I'm not sure what kind of vehicles could even go there. I think what we're going to do is basically fight a delaying battle here while we try to push here. I'm hoping this might be one of those things that doesn't last 3 hours. Okay, I need to take a quick inventory of what we have. Do the buildings have anything? We can only replace tank losses, so we should sacrifice Samurai, Comet and Technotrax units before anything else. I don't want to pull troops away to train them, isn't that kind of a mission. We have a single helicopter. This might be worthwhile to pull in and train. We only have one and it doesn't look like we're getting any additional ones, so... enemy has to have massive, absolutely massive force there. This is now my problem. Do I commit to attacking or do I let them crash into us? And I think we want to let them crash into us. That's, in general, that's been my experience, that it always is better. Yeah, they have a massive defense line there. So it means we are letting a lot of units take a shot at ours. Regio, we might want to build these, I mean the fortifications, not in this area because that's where we are going through, but other areas. It's an effective way to block enemies, I've noticed. We'll spread the units around a bit. We're going to get hostile air units soon. Should I pull back or should I attack? You're gonna pull back, whatever happens. Can't afford to risk losing a repair vehicle. It might be a good idea to build more while we're at it. There's one, and that's it. Yeah, one repair vehicle is not gonna do it. We don't have a huge amount of... How much energy do we get? Well, that's quite a lot. Repair vehicles. It's a long-term investment, basically. Do we have radar vehicle here? No. Only have one and it's there, so can we build another one here? Be much more convenient as we can. I'm tempted to build Medusas, because if we're gonna go sort of a defensive posture in some ways, we're not going to be able to go there and strike at enemy air units. We're going to just have to hold our ground and shoot at them, but that means they're very likely to be able to escape. 7-5, 13-6. Screw it. Comets seem to be, at least in every way, better at this point. Yep, another repair vehicle. What I basically want is... I want 2 here and 2 here, so they can sort of replenish each other at the same time. Now I don't want to get too close, it's a good possibility that we have to withdraw from it. We could do one thing. Pull these rocket tanks and give them experience. It'll be tough for a while, but after that it's be easy running for us. Why here? I think it will spot a little bit better and we're safe. I want to keep some of our ranger units safe at this stage. It seems that we can't get new ones, so we'll have what it will have. We might do something similar with the gas trucks. We're not going to be needing gas trucks for a while. That just isn't a realistic need. Next. Smell these a little bit closer. It's time to make the choice. Do we pull something back in order to give them experience or not? It has to be decided now. We don't have to pull all rocket tanks. We could keep defending with a couple, but in many ways I think it's better to just pull in all. Zero experience rocket tanks aren't exactly that good, and we can't pull them back, so there's a good chance they'll get heavily injured anyway, and or even dead, and so we would be forced to pull them back to repairs, so they'll get soon out of the fight anyway. If we can give them even a one dose of experience, they'll be a lot more effective, and we have a chance to do something about this enemy wave. I'm not sure how long I'll keep them there. One dose of experience is not a too long of an investment, but we might also go for a 2. It would have the benefit that we would have extremely powerful knees at them. But it's a couple of turns without rocket tanks against enemy that is already outnumbering us, and it's fine. Oh, that's lovely. It was sort of a useless unit anyway for me. And here come helicopters. Yeah, we have to pull back. I was expecting us to be at the firing range. Yeah, we'll just lose a lot of units and give them experience if we don't pull back. Yep. Huge wave of tanks incoming. This looks like to be a short and brutal fight. We probably have to buy new tanks. There's no way we can take all of these. Even with the repair vehicles. We can't pull back too much though. We have to protect the factories, we have to protect the artillery there, so maybe a single hex more, maybe a couple in some places, but this is pretty much what we'll have to stay at. Ooh, an Iron Star, that's bullshit. And we're within the range of their artillery and their cannons. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're folding pretty fast here. Luckily their number of units doesn't seem to be all that large. So even though they are certainly giving me trouble here, it's not too big of a deal. Campaign experience, yes. Campaign experience, yes. Okay, at least now we see here. Everything's coming through here. Needs isn't exactly unexpected. We'll keep the units here for now. We can react to where we need to. I shoot the buggy or the... I think we need to shoot the buggy. We need to give experience to the frontline tanks, otherwise they'll fold in a second. You need to pull back. Yeah. We need to choose other places to spend our time in. I'm not in too big of a hurry to retreat though. We can get these sinuses very quickly, the battlefield. We can probably maintain our position. Wounding units isn't a bad idea this time. There's no way we can destroy this amount of units, so even if we can pull some of them back, that will help us quite a bit. Let's shoot at one of the Imperators. I moved the mine there because I didn't want any rocket tanks to shoot at my radar vehicle. My. Have you been shot? Yes. Excellent. More helicopters incoming. Can we do anything about that? No. At least not at the moment. Yeah, it's nice. We need to put our samurais on the line just to stop the enemy from getting too good of a firing position on us. And we're buying time so we don't have to attack all the time. Just to buy time, just to endure what we need to do. Endure. And by enduring, grow strong. Or by training rocket tanks and growing strong that way. Either way, as long as we're growing strong. Here's the problem. We need these to engage the helicopters. We need to pull you goddamn back. We can't do it. But the mine. Yeah, we go and finish that up. Not quite. We might have to use soldiers to defend the places. That's not a good thing. Soldiers are fantastic, but not for this. The guys who have to defend at the moment, they're not gonna get experience. There's no goddamn way I can hold against that kind of wall of enemies and at the same time gain any meaningful amount of experience. Let's try this. Oh crap, that was not a good thing to try. I'm hoping he'll pull back the artillery anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to attack. We just have to hold the position. Now it's the time to bring this comet out. We have to basically pick a place where we don't want the enemy to come through yet. Or where we feel this type of unit might be of some use. I think this is a good place for it. We're very likely to suffer heavy casualties there. We need to have something to protect our units. We need one of the rangers to be outside, so we can take advantage of opportunities to capture things. We need a samurai tank, because we're gonna be losing one very soon. This is trash. We can't waste time doing building such things. Ooh, we have a chance to break through. That's not something we can ignore, because the repair vehicle will cost us a lot if we let it do it on its own. But if you can force it to retreat, leave all these wounded units behind. If it goes to heal them, it'll get destroyed. So I do like the mobility of those comets. Leave even a single opening and they can immediately exploit it. If he had 2 or 3 points of experience, that Sinus would have been dead. We need another repair vehicle here. This will run out of repair materials very quickly. Did I already train the helicopter? Yes, we have this. Doesn't have the reach required to really do anything. Okay, that's all we can do. Let's see what happens. I think our main unit we should build will be probably comets. They're fairly effective, they can counter the helicopters and they can take advantage of any openings in the enemy lines. Oh, this is good. We'll probably get a few more tanks out of that place if we're lucky. And it's farming for experience. It's not a bad idea. Oh crap. Don't want to lose the buggy, we can't replace them. We'll lose the comet, definitely. Didn't even doubt that for a second, but I was hoping to force something on the Sinus there. Hoping to force it to retreat or something. Other farming experience. Fairly funny. We can't wait for the rocket tanks to gain more experience, although it would be fine, but this is too tight of a situation. If we have, I think we're expected to rely on them quite significantly, so if we keep them out of the fight too long, it doesn't matter what we'll do with them, we'll lose too many units to make a easy comeback. But we burned like 20 experience points on them already, so they're much improved from what they were. And there's no way we could have maintained them at that condition. Full condition and gain much experience. I think that Nashorn is gonna suffer. Hopefully the artillery will be pulled away. And Ironstorm. We're not gonna try to go artillery state. Oh, we can probably get rid of it. No, we can't. We don't have the health anymore. We're dead. On the bright side, Nashorn basically sucked up all the damage they did. Can you escape? Yes, you can. So, thanks to the Nashorn, nothing really happened on that front to any other unit. I think we'll let this one fly out of the nest too. Not take no tracks. With barely any health, I don't think it's worth it. We would be much better off by just picking new units. And those new units will be comets. Without a doubt. Stings. A big good distribution of these. We want to focus them on a single area. We'll move the samurai out last, because we'll have to probably block like a hole somewhere there. What the hell are you doing? Out of the way. I want to give them a full tank of gas, at least to some of them. Yeah, we'll have to target these. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll target exactly with that. We want experience for the artillery and remove their ability to use these kind of units. Units that can shoot and without any risk of damage themselves. We could probably destroy this one. A lot of interesting targets. Should we try to kill the ones trying to escape, or try to get more to escape? Oh. Are you in any condition to do battle? Everyone is, so because we're doing a delaying fight with this one. It's valuable experience for our artillery, and one of their units gone. Oh. We'll shoot this one. It's pulling the sinus back. So it won't be staying here to repair things. I'm not sure if it would have stayed, but never know. Now comes the big decision. We could probably get that building back. I think we might want to, but it'll mean we need to kill him. We can get a new tank from there. We can probably repair it. Can we? Yeah. At least partially, and get a new tank here. More importantly, we could use the extra energy that's providing. We aren't in that good of shape here. But that has to die. On the other hand, we can let it stay there and farm experience. But it'll mean that we'll lose energy and they will be having their full condition tanks there coming out of there. Okay. Oh, another strike possible. These are very slippery units. Very slippery. Didn't quite realize how nasty they can be. I like them more and more. Why can't you go there? Ah. Well, anyway, you die. Okay, that's going to have to be good enough. More energy for us. A tank for us. I do want to fill it up. It only has 2 shots. We have a... yeah, we can replenish its shots in other ways, so... we could also send it here, which is suicidal, but still... let's block those for a moment. Replenish your ammo, yeah. He'll be destroyed very likely, but it's one more turn where nothing else of ours gets shot. What do we want to shoot at? We don't want to shoot the helicopter, it can shoot us back at us. Very dangerous. Maybe it's Techno Tracks. Maybe the Samurai. Not the Samurai. Techno Tracks. And the Nashorn needs to be pulled. This doesn't guarantee that we'll save it, but it gives us a chance. I'd like to do this though. Even at worst, it'll pull back the artillery for some time. Do I want to kill that one, or you can kill that one? Ah, very nice. What I want to do is weaken the other helicopter too, before he starts shooting at our precious defensive sites. Go after it. We'll probably lose some of these thanks to that, but we made sure that the skull is very unlikely to be heavily damaged, so it'll function as a proper defensive turret for some time. One, two, three. Yeah, let's bring this here. I want to see things. Definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's so we want to pull everything behind this line if at all possible. It really does seem like he doesn't have all that many troops. What he has here is largely what he has. Yeah, we do need to move quite quickly. Let's go refill this gas tank. They have barely moved and they're already running out of gas. That's amazing. Great defensive units as far as I'm concerned, but Jesus Christ. Gas consumption is quite severe. Yeah, we are pulling back. Yeah, it's totally hopeless to try to defend these. We're not gonna stand against heavy tanks with these kinds of units. It does mean we have to put some kind of unit there. Cool. Can the samurai even go there? Well, we are building a comet, so on the next turn we can drive there. This is bad. That Imperator is gaining quite a decent amount of experience. We have to pull something next to it, otherwise it will get to attack range on our artillery. That's not really acceptable. But I don't want to initiate combat with it either. Not at the moment. I want something to weaken it, like a few rocket tanks for example. That would be just great. I don't want to immediately invest all my snakes into battle. They're good enough against air units, while many of the other units are not. We might have to pull this back, maybe put it in the factory. But not quite yet. We can definitely get you out of there. Anything we can produce here, we don't have any energy, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll keep a ranger in a secure place. We need a ranger at some point, we can then take it out. How much can these move? And not through the lines. I was imagining I could put a ranger in there, drive it basically around this line, defensive line, and then launch the ranger. But it's a sort of a desperation move. Even desperation move. Let's see what our rocket tanks turn this tide around, but we're defensive. Ooh shit, yeah, we need to do something about those Imperators, and we need to do something about them now. If only to pull back and let our rocket tanks eat up some of the other units. But yeah. It's not gonna run out of ammunition, there's an ammunition truck right next to it. It has to be destroyed. Ooh. More artillery, lovely. Our defense is definitely crumbling badly. But this was the path we took. We pulled out a good chunk of our damage protection to give them more experience, and we invested heavily in repair vehicles, so we showed sort of a bet on the long-term game. At this point, it won't matter much. A lot of their own rocket tanks have destroyed enough units that they're close to the experience levels we are. So we gained a few more experience levels, but at the cost that we were out of the fight. They don't seem to have multiple repair vehicles there. They're producing new tanks and they've already overrun our positions. The Technotrax is going to die. On the positive side, we did manage to push them back. Yeah. That'll give us maybe a couple of turns that we don't have to worry about. Yeah, you can move. Lovely. Lovely. I'd like, yeah, what could possibly go more wrong with this shit? Needs to be pulled back, it's just gonna die here if we don't. Now let's start the counter-offensive. It didn't do much. Operatives, the meteorological section is predicting imminent snowfall. No shit. Using the weather conditions to your advantage, attempt to cross the frozen Kertwal River with some of your systems and surprise the enemy. The final decision as to which measures must be adopted lies with you. Yeah, that could have been useful before the snow actually had hit us. So we could have made the preparations, yeah. We could go across this, bypass the defensives here, and probably take control of the situation. Run away. We... crap. Crap. Ooh, that's a nice thing kill. So they have one rocket tank less, we have more experienced rocket tank. I'm shooting the Imperator, we need to drop his health some way. We ignore it for some time and it's now biting us in the ass, so... More. I think we'll go for the kills this time. This is very good for us now. But we still need to spot things on this area. Yeah, he has nothing really here. He'll attack me though. So I'm going to have to do this. The river will probably freeze over that turn. I'm not quite sure what I'll do with that information though. We want to harass these even more. I think we want to push back the yellow red at this point. And we need to do this. You are so dead. Yeah, I think going after the Imperator. I don't want to lose my samurai tanks, but I have to do something. And that something should be trying to get the kills. Ooh, that's a good place for it. Yeah, let's shoot at this thing. It's a fortified position with a mobile fortress sitting in it. That's gonna be tough to dislocate. He can do it, but it's not gonna be easy. And since he's sending us a swarm of infantry, it's not even harder. It's blocking his own way here. We could attack those too, but I don't think so. Again, we'll try to get kills here. Removing his ability to do damage while making sure we can actually do some proper damage. He doesn't seem to have rangers, that's a relief. He'll build comets to fill up the holes that are constantly being created in the defensive line. And we're shifting some of our tanks to engage them. I don't want to lose you. Ah, crap. No. Try to weaken him. If he attacks a mobile fortress, he isn't gonna be all that damaging. You go there, yeah, protect our radar vehicle. You don't absolutely need to be here, but it's not a bad place to be either. The better idea at some points to just attack the enemy instead of just always holding your position. And now this area is quite well blocked. If we could do attacks behind their lines now. But again, the rangers are fairly valuable. I don't want to throw them away. Yeah, that's all the repairs we can do. Someone needs to come and give him ammunition. Yeah, we can't fill ammunition anymore. Okay, you have to be here. Fill him. We might as well fill everyone up. It's sort of wasteful, but you never know when you have the opportunity to do it again. We can't lose too many of these. We're definitely suffering from a low amount of energy. And you can't move in the snow. And we need to pull you back too. Yeah. And that was a bad idea. Our rocket tank is there. Vulnerable. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to what you're doing. We could send this guy there, but it won't make much of a difference. It can't reach the proper places. I'm not quite sure, do I want to send anything here? There doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile to go after. And we're suffering quite heavily, or having trouble to handle this amount of units coming our way. Yeah, it's good enough. Let's see how many units we lose this time. At least we're managing to start turning the tables. Even though we're taking casualties, we're giving their precious rocket tanks in exchange. Yeah. And we got hurt a bit, but there's one less troll in the world. And yeah, those imperators are from that one needs to die. And we lost a comet. We're gonna lose a pulsar though, and probably an Archimedes. Because I'm going to go after them with the helicopter, the artillery pieces. All of their tanks are heavily committed to bash their heads against our defensive line. So our goal is to simply destroy their rocket tanks, destroy their artillery pieces, hope we'll stay alive until that starts to work its magic. We need to pull that steam away. We can repair it immediately so that it's not that kind of a problem. As long as you survive, it's okay. Probably need to build more repair vehicles. We're going to be doing... Sooner or later we're going to do something really suicidal or stupid with them, and we need the constant to maintain our repair. Which unit can even cross that? Now it's again these. I want to be in position to go there. Take that. We're not quite there. But the light green isn't that strong, so if he loses a couple of units here, we might be able to defend against attacks and use the artillery piece to basically shoot everything here. Very excited about that. Ooh, can you move at all? That would be great if you could. Now the Imperator must die. That's not something that you can easily replace. Neither is death. Do this. One rocket tank left, and they're running out of juice. I'm intentionally keeping this here to throw fire away from the rocket tank. And it's an actually valuable unit. I don't want it to get shot up. We need to. Yeah, we need to shoot at something more valuable. You. Yep. Do we have anything to take its place? Yes, we do. Fantastic unit. We should probably make more of it. The Imperators don't want to shoot each other because you can do much more damage with anything else. Well, I do want to shoot at you. I don't want you to weaken our Imperator. You're not good enough to kill that one. And it needs to be killed properly. That's one less threat for us on this front. We're in fairly good shape. We could... I'm somewhat interested in actually just seeing what's here. But it's a suicide mission. On the other hand, I'm also interested in going here. Capturing that will be difficult. We might be able to do it if we're careful. I'm not going to attack, and by careful I mean cover the capturing unit a bit. Yeah. I am going to attack because it'll force them to deal with them. They can't focus everything here, and we can replace all samurai losses sooner or later, so having them die isn't a big deal in the long run. We send a buggy here. Might be very much to our advantage. On the other hand, we're actually suffering here. So if we can turn this around, it doesn't matter what happens in the left corner of the map. Yeah, we're not moving anywhere. Need to go here and rebuild this. You'll go defend this. With the repair vehicles you can stay in the fight without too much issues. But it's not a panacea to your problems. They're one of the fragilest units in the entire game. If someone sneezes in their general direction, you're gonna lose them. Ooh, yeah, that used up all of our repair materials. Luckily, we're full again. What do you know? I guess we'll do a little bit more repair work. It's just so much more energy efficient to do repairing with your units. It's a single energy for single hit points. It's zero energy if you just have a couple of repair units. You can't maintain a fight like this if you try to repair everything here. You're going to lose. You need to produce constantly new unit. And this is probably not going to be near the heaviest fighting we're going to see. Yeah, we need. We can't prepare. We don't have that point to repair on the next turn. What we're going to do. I think we're simply going to go here and at the radar. We can destroy that. That alone will prevent these guns from the artillery from harassing us too much. We'll stay here. Anything else? No, I think I'll let the enemy do a single turn and then call it a day. I might do something that requires my immediate attention so I don't forget it, but if everything else I'll just leave it. We're in a good position, we're starting to cause some casualties, they're starting to lose their heavy units at the front. They can probably replace them too, but we're forcing their units into battle, getting to their artillery units. So their defensive line has huge holes in them. Okay, they can manufacture buggies, that's blatantly obvious. Yeah, there's no way they're going to be losing a lot of artillery in the next couple of turns. And they're producing airplanes, I guess, what it seems to be. They have an airfield somewhere in the northwestern corner. Ah, it's attacking us. Lovely. That's actually a good thing. It creates a lot of openings in their defensive lines. Yeah. Why can't I see? I go there, yes I can. So we would get a single artillery piece out of it, but we can defend against their attack here. No problem. We are about to destroy a lot of their units attacking here. We can probably even capture the samurai if we're lucky at all. So yeah, I think this is fairly well in control now. So if nothing catastrophic happens, we can probably end this in the next session.